up, everybody?
Bon Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app. And we're in our new digs here for the whole entire football season. We're here at the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook, and I'm excited about this, Mike Carlin. It's unbelievable.
This is first class. We're at the Tropicana here in Atlantic City. We're in the place we should be, the Sportsbook. We're sports people. We're a sports station. This is gonna be fun.
I'll tell you what, this is the place to be. Look at these huge screens, and I mean, you're right here. You can put some action on the game, and they're giving away. They're having give away six 12-ounce bottles of Miller Lite for $36. You get a bucket put right at your table.
Yeah, we got Patron specials going. I mean, we always talk about where you want to be on game day.
This is it.
This is it, because this is nothing against the Eagles fans. I'm an Eagles fan. But you don't have to be an Eagles fan to be here.
No.
You have to be an NFL fan.
Yeah.
Because when our Eagles games are over, what do? We watch other teams.
Yeah.
So you go to a place like Tropicana, they got people from everywhere coming in. We're going to see shirts.
But you can feel the excitement building here in the book, because
1 o'clock is coming fast.
Yeah, people walking around, milling around. And, of course, the Eagles are up at Foxborough. 4:25 is the kickoff to the game of the opening beginning of the season, and we'll get into our Eagles talk. We'll be talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News every Sunday throughout the football season. We'll get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson, brought to you by Blitz's Markets. And then our fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley's back for another season, and that's brought to you by Charlie's Bar in Summers Point, New Jersey. But before we get started, let's welcome in Victoria Becker. She's the beverage manager here at the Tropicana, and good morning, Victoria.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. Very excited to have you guys here. Can't wait to spend the next 18 weeks with you guys on Sunday mornings. Drink specials, of course, like you said, the 6 Miller Lights during Eagles games for $36. Can't beat that deal.
That's a great deal.
Also, buckets of seltzers, buckets of beer, Truly specials. So we're very excited. Patron has been a great partner with us. We're going to have the Patron bike here later today. So it's always exciting.
I'm going to be here all day, Mike Carlin. I'm going to be hanging out, Victoria.
Listen, we're going
to watch all the games.
We're going to be here all day. We're going to be having our drinks of choice. Yeah. And then you think of a place in one spot where you can eat. You want Italian, you go to Carmine's.
Right.
You go to Chicky and Pete's. You got a Hash House. You got a Golden Dynasty. You got a Verde. You got Hooters. You got the Palm. You got P.F. Chang's. It just goes on, and they're all right here under one roof.
We're all excited about our new digs for the entire football season. And, when the Eagles are playing well, everybody gets juiced up too, Victoria.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's
happy when the Eagles are on.
It's unbelievable. But like you said, you get people from all over, not just Eagles fans. You get, Giants, Jets, right?
Absolutely.
Baltimore Ravens, Washington, the Commanders. So we're all excited, man.
People from all over.
All right, Victoria. Well, listen, we look forward to a great partnership with you guys, and we're very excited about the season.
Very excited to have you here.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Appreciate it. Also, throughout the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. We'll talk a little Phillies baseball. We got double duty today with the Phillies. Obviously the Phillies, Mike Carlin, they won last night. They righted the ship. They were up to a 5-0 lead, and then the wheels fell off a little bit for Nola, but they hung on and got a big win.
Right. You're right. Before we move any forward, there's one person that we didn't talk about.
Right.
The reason why we're here.
Joe.
We got to talk about
Joe.
We want to say thanks to Joe Junta. He's the senior vice president here, general manager. He was here when we're setting up at 8:30 to make sure everything's running smoothly. He's got all his staff here. This was probably one of the easiest.
They rolled out the red carpet.
They rolled out the red carpet.
I'll tell you that right now.
You can tell when you're dealing with management people and that know how to. They've been doing this for a long time. This is going to be a fun place to be the next 18 weeks.
Well, we got a lot to talk about. We're also going to be giving away. We got some Phillies tickets to give away. Come on down to the Tropicana, the sports book, and if you want to win the tickets, you got to be here to pick them up. But we're going to be giving away 4 tickets plus a parking pass to the Phillies Braves game tomorrow night.
Parking pass is big.
Parking pass
Park
is big. And that's going to be a big series. I talked about this with I talked about it with Joe Guenther before he left. You got the Braves coming into town. They got 7 guys in their starting lineup that have 20 or more home runs. Is that incredible?
That is incredible.
I mean, and of course their pitching staff with the Strider and they've got Max Fried. They've got a good pitching staff.
Let me ask you this, Bill: are they better this year on Landon than they were last year?
I think they are. They're playing much better.
Okay.
That's for sure.
I was hoping you'd say just as good because remember what happened last year.
Well, we want that to happen again.
Exactly. That's my point.
No, I know. But what scares me, and Josh is going to jump in here. What scares me is how lethal their offensive lineup is this year. They're a lot more lethal this year than they were last year.
When you were watching the game last night, Billy, was there a part of you when you saw that Schwarber home run that you were like, this is the team I expected. This is what I know they can be?
By the way, you didn't reply to my tweet I tweeted last night. I said Schwarber. I made reference to Schwarber, and I included you in the hashtag.
I liked it.
Did you like it? I didn't see that.
Okay. I put a little heart on your tweet.
Okay.
That's just a bad job by you, and I don't know how social media works. Mike Carlin doesn't care. He's not even on social media.
But all jacked up. I mean, and the game's rolling along, and then all of a sudden the 4th inning rolls around, and Aaron Nola blows up. That was concerning.
But he's done that all year. And I'll throw this to Carlin. Mike, you're the guy who last year said to Billy, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be all right. But do you feel that way knowing Aaron Nola is having the worst year of his career?
A little bit. And what I say with that is I think when we get to the playoffs and we play teams like Atlanta and the Dodgers, if we get up there, we're going to be winning games. For us to win games, they're going to be 8-7.
Right.
So, 7-5. We have to score runs
for
to
when
win
Nola's on the hill. There's no question about it. I'm going to go back to this, and I've said this over and over again. Nola's a workhorse. He shows up every 5th day. You're going to get innings. Right. He's inconsistent this year, but he's going to get his innings. He gets his strikeouts, and you maybe catch lightning in a bottle in a 3-game short series where when he pitches well for one game.
We're not the only ones that are going to get excited when we get to the playoffs. The players get me even more excited.
Right.
Like you're saying,
you feel the juice.
They go to another level.
Sports book. Yeah. You feel the juice. Hey, how about does Robbie Thompson look like a genius? He drops Nick Castellanos to the 8th slot.
And boom.
2 for 2. First 2 at bats, he's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs.
But Bill, isn't that what a manager's supposed to do? He's supposed to know the locker room. He's supposed to know his
according
players.
According to you, managers don't have anything to do with the setting the lineup.
Well, no, I didn't say that.
You said it over and over again,
No,
Josh.
I said the managers do not have the final say.
Well,
the manager's job is to execute the vision of his boss.
Right.
Like, for example, Billy, this is the locker room with Billy Schwein.
You got that
right on 97.3 ESPN. But part of my job is to help you execute your vision for the show.
Correct.
I don't get paid if I don't execute what you need me to do.
And you do a good job, Josh.
Well, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I'll give you some money later for that compliment. But my point is that Thompson does what the organization wants him to do. So while he is the man running the team on the field,
right.
If he's doing what his bosses don't want, like, for example, one of the reasons why Girardi got fired was because he didn't do what Dombrowski wanted.
And the thing is, when he wins the game, he gets all the credit. When
Correct.
he loses, he gets all the blame. And we understand that. Same as a quarterback, right? Yep. They get all the accolades when they win. They get all the blame when they lose. But it's still on the surface was a good move by the Phillies organization and Robbie Thompson.
Well, my thing is, I think what Thompson's biggest job is, and Mike, let me ask you and Billy this question, and we can ask other people throughout the show. The part of the manager's job, any coach's job, is to know their players.
Right.
And I think Thompson knows, hey, this guy is going through this, going through that. I need to move him. And that is his biggest goal, his biggest value, I'll call it, is knowing the players, knowing the locker room, and knowing what to put them in the best position to be successful.
Knowing the locker room.
With Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN.
We got a great show lined up. Like I said, Tommy Greene will go on the mound with Tommy Greene. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for Designated Drivers at 10:30. We have Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. We get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Then finally at 11:30, we'll talk to my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant at the Shore since 44. We got a big show lined up. We got Phillies tickets to give away. And also we're going to be joined today to talk football with a former defensive coordinator in the NFL, Paul Guenther's going to join us. He's going to put his headset. He's in the house, and he'll put the headsets on. Yeah. And on the other side, we'll bring him up. All right. So the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Yeah. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 to give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, Captain Chucky's is now in Sea Isle City. Try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB or visit CaptainChuckySeaIsle.com and stop by and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann. They're at 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle. Say hi and see all they have to offer. They have online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle City. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here live from the Tropicana in Atlantic City. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The 2023 Eagles season is here, and this is your radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 1 as the Eagles head to New England later today to take on the Patriots.
And then he's sacked! Brandon Graham!
Eagles radio network coverage begins at 3 p.m. Merrill and Mike call all the action starting at 4:25. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
At Bank of America, there's one question we ask our customers to learn what matters most. It's not, how much money do you have? It's not even, how much money would you like to have? No, our question isn't about money. It's about you and what you want to achieve. because that's what's most important. So, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tropicana, the Caesars Sportsbook. You got to come down here, experience the best of the NFL season at Caesars Sportsbook in Tropicana, Atlantic City. Bring your friends, grab a beer, and cheer your favorite teams. Now's the time to make the game plan and reserve your seats. Your ultimate game day experience awaits you. Learn more at Caesars.com/AC. And this is the place to be. You can feel the enthusiasm build for opening kickoff. Philadelphia
People are
Philadelphia
walking
Eagles
in
again.
already.
Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, we had Merrill Reese on yesterday, and it was pretty cool conversation. But he gets the butterflies before every he gets worked up
Absolutely.
like the players.
He's like a player.
Yeah, man.
You know what also is nice? I'm looking out onto the floor and I see Victoria walking around putting her reserve sign. This place is going to be packed. Almost every table now has a reserve, but there's plenty of other seats around the outside. I mean, this is going to be a fun place to be.
Look, I love the size of the TVs.
Look at the TVs,
clarity.
right.
Look how clear they are. It's unbelievable.
And, later this month, players will be able to enter and win prizes at the Sportsbook Frenzy by placing bets at the Sportsbook at Tropicana AC. The best ways to learn about all the promotions and exciting things happening at Caesars Sportsbook at Tropicana AC is by being a Caesars Rewards and Caesars Sportsbook member. So come on down.
Yeah, man.
Let's have some fun here.
Let's have some fun here. Let's welcome in a longtime NFL defensive coordinator, Paul Guenther's joining us. Good morning, Paul.
Are you ready for some football?
There we go.
Yeah, we are. I'm in a 3-point stance. I'll tell you what, Paul, I've had over the years had some great guests on, but each and every one of them talks about the fresh cut grass, the smell of the fresh cut grass, and the anticipation of opening day. There's nothing like it. You got baseball, Phillies coming down the stretch, and now you got the Eagles opening up. It's unbelievable.
Great time of year. I mean, like you said, you have the Phillies and the Eagles, and for an NFL player right now who's sitting in the, they're on the bus, probably driving over to the stadium right now. Even if you're an 8-year vet, you still get those butterflies a little bit, just for the unknown. Until the first couple snaps go, and then it just goes back like.
Well, that's what Merrill Reese said yesterday on the program. He said that once that ball gets kicked off, he's right back in his element, and he's not thinking about all the ancillary stuff. He's focused on the game.
That's right.
Paul, just last year you were on the sidelines. Let me ask you a question. Are the coaches like the players? Do you have a hard time sleeping the night before the game, or is your game plan in already? Everything's ready to go?
Typically, for me, I don't sleep Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What I worry about is if I'm showing the players the right things in practice. And then once Friday rolls around and Saturday's a little bit of a walkthrough, I really sleep soundly on Saturday night because the hay's in the barn. You got to feel like you did a good job of preparing the players. And but I get more nervous, say, at the earlier part of the week that I'm showing the players the right thing and we're lining up the right way.
So that being said, Paul, do you take losses harder than, say, like the players do?
Sometimes.
You probably hold yourself to a higher standard and blame yourself if things don't go right.
Correct. I would say I take losses harder than I like the wins.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, the wins probably just go in stride, right? You said, all right, we did our job. Let's move forward. But a loss might stick with you a little while because you're kind of repeating over in your mind, what could I have done better?
Correct. When you win a game, you're like, okay, what's the next game? That's your next thought. Hey, how can we get going? And when you're losing, you're thinking, man, what could I have done differently? So
Paul, we're truly thankful for you to spend time with us, and it's going to be this year. It's going to be one of those times when you can make it, you make it, and so you call in, whatever. So when I have you, I want to be able to ask questions I think the normal fan wants to know and just doesn't have the opportunity to ask. So when we're watching a game and you see all the cameras are on you when you're on defense, and they have your name up, defensive coordinator, and they see you talking to people, and every once in a while you'll see the head coach walk by, and he looks at you, and you can tell he yells or says something. Is he telling you about a play that he wants to see, or is he running by saying, "Hey, Paul, they're killing us on the run"?
It's usually that. It's usually, hey, we got to, we can't cover this guy outside. We got to make sure we put a safety over the top, or we can't stop the run, and whatever it is. I haven't really worked for any guys that said, "You got to call this defense." My first job as defense coordinator was for Marvin Lewis, and not one time in 4 years did Marvin ever come up to me and say, "Hey, I want this defense called." And we actually played the Ravens In 2014, Gary Kubiak was the offensive coordinator in Baltimore as the home opener. They were like 10-0 for home openers, and we were up by 4 points, fourth and 10 from the 10. I said, Marvin, I'm coming after. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to regret not going after the quarterback with the game on line. And he looked at me and goes, just stop him. So, that's usually what it is.
Paul, we got a great show lined up today. We got, Tommy Greene coming on to talk about the Phillies and, their stretch run. Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News will be joining us. And, of course, my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. But before we get into Phillies baseball, are you surprised at the job that Deion Sanders is doing out in Buffalo, or is the hype well-deserved? I mean, I know with the transfer portal, he was able to build a team, like, if you will, like through college free agency.
Like 80-some players.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's really the unknown. So, no, I'm not surprised. I know Deion resonates with a lot of these guys, and you don't know what that's going to look like. Like,
but you see him on like social media, his passion, the way he talks, the way he carries himself. I mean, these guys probably want to run through a wall for him.
No question. I mean, it's just a different day, different era,
right.
the way you handle the players. But, as far as players being able to transfer and do all these different things, it can happen fast.
Paul, it's obviously important to have a good rapport with your players, but you can't get along with everybody, right? I mean, there are guys that everyday life.
Correct. You're never going to make everybody happy,
right?
Not a chance.
All right, so I'll tell you what, man. I'm as we get closer to kickoff, I can feel it building. I'm really pumped up. I think the Eagles are going to do really well this year. We'll talk about what we think their record will be,
and the season,
some of the strengths,
some of the other teams in the league. But I got to tell you, man, I don't know if I remember recently this much hope and so much we're ready for the season. What's the word I'm trying to find? We got spoiled from last year.
Anticipation.
Yeah, I mean, we made it to the Super Bowl. Now we want to go back and win it this year. So we're not. Trust me. Would you say this is a Super Bowl or bust?
Right.
Why
not? I would think so. I mean,
but just remember, this time last year, everyone was questioning whether Jalen Hurts was a starting quarterback in the NFL.
How fast that changed.
Exactly right. So
I think the word I was looking for was expectations. Our expectations are so high,
of course,
for this year, and when you say Super Bowl or bust, I would say
you have to,
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, we did something we did the other day. We looked at the teams that have, I think it's been 29 years. Well, Tom Brady's done it once. One team in 29 years made it to the Super Bowl, lost, and got back the next year. Tom Brady's the only one to do it in like the last 30 years. So it's not easy.
No.
This team is prepared to do it. That we have the coaching staff, we got the player. I mean, literally every position, guys. And it's not just us saying this, national media talk.
Right.
These are other coaches that talk behind the scenes. We're a really good team. Okay, we're a really good team. There's a difference between a good team and a really good team. So we're a contender.
So Paul, when you're breaking down film and you got you look at all the talent on the Eagles offensive line, defensive line, you're like, as a coach, you're like trying to find chinks in the armor, right?
I'm going to say this opening game's gonna. I have a feeling how New England's going to play them, and it's
going to run the ball a lot.
They're going to get into 22-12 personnel, and Bill Belichick loves undersized linebackers, and I'm talking old school runs.
So they're going to run right at them.
Leads, powers, shorten the game. They're going to double A.J. Brown. They're going to put their best guy on Devonta Smith and mix up the runs and just try to make them go 12, 15 yards and hold them through.
Of course, they got Ezekiel Elliott. I picked him on my fantasy team because I think he's going to have a monster year.
All week, I've been thinking Eagles. I know where Paul's going because I was with him last weekend, and he got into my head. Paul, you got into my head. But now I'm thinking about this game totally different, and it's going to blow you away when we give the scores.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. The Philadelphia. We got I think we have a text message. Danny Ryan back at the studio. You want to read a text message for us?
Yes, sir. We got a text from Paul in Ocean City. He says, "Great show. Big day for the new coordinators. Bill B will try to take away our strength. We'll see how we adjust. Still feel our talent prevails. 31-17. EAGLES Eagles."
All right, that's Paul in Ocean City, and he is a big Eagles fan.
That's a great thing that the Texans brought up. Paul, can we ask you about that?
Yes.
This is the first year for Sean Desai as the Eagles D coordinator. So as someone who has done that job, what is that like being year one, first time being a coordinator with a new team?
Well, he was a coordinator for 1 year at Chicago, and then he went to Seattle as a defensive assistant. But so he's done it for a year. When you have that many good players, it's just, hey, let's let's just keep it. Let's keep it. Come after them. Play to our strengths. I think, like I said, they're loaded on the defensive side. But again, there's going to be some things I think New England's going to attack, and you have to be aware of that. Downhill runs to the linebacks. He's going to test the safeties. And, he's going to take his chance on play actions. There's going to be a couple gadget plays, as we all know. A double pass, they're known for that. A hidden eligible guy gets down the field. We've seen that. So Bill's going to steal possessions, and he's going to, I don't know if they have enough to hold up for 4 quarters where the Eagles pull away because they're a much more talented team. But it's not going to be an easy game. I'm
kind of leaning that way too, for the simple reason these guys haven't played at high speed. We talked. I had Dave Klemick in the studio yesterday, and Dave spoke about how they're not ready for the game time speed.
Right.
They haven't seen it. You can have those joint practices and all that other stuff, but unless you're hitting full speed, you don't get that. You don't feel that.
I'm going to set my own line today. I'm going to say over under 4 kickoff or punt returns for touchdowns today, this week. It's always like that because the guys that are trying to make the team on special teams are playing in the preseason. Well, those guys are no longer on the team because they're gone.
Right.
And now all of a sudden, hey, I didn't have to run down on the kickoff all preseason. Now I'm doing it, and the speed of the game is so much faster in the opening week.
Yeah.
And don't forget, it seemed like the Eagles, they're calling up both their special teams guys. Sipos, the punter, he's on the practice squad. And then you had Britton Covey, the punt returner. He had no practice the entire month because of a hamstring issue.
I'm saying. And so those things are, they can change games. Field position, touchdowns.
You saw it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yes, you did.
All right. We're moving right along as we broadcast live from the Tropicana in Atlantic City. We're here at the Caesars Sportsbook. What a place to be. Come on down. 6 12-ounce bottles of Miller Lite, $36. You can't beat that. And come on down to watch the Eagles, watch all the NFL action here. And maybe we'll even get to see the Phillies because we're talking to Tommy Greene on the other side. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Stand Insurance Group, SIG Protection. Don't get burned this summer. Choose Stand Insurance Group for better coverage than your sunscreen. Protecting families, homes, automobiles, and businesses in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for over 25 years. Stand helps you select the right insurance company for the best combination of protection and service at a most competitive rate. Get the insurance coverage you need today. Visit SIG Protection for a quote. That's SIG Protection for a quote. All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll recap the Eagles and the Patriots week number 1 and all the week 1 action. One thought, every game, Casey Joyner. Plus, don't forget the Phils, their weekend against the Marlins. And we'll get you ready for the big Phillies-Braves series. That's all coming up Monday on The Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's sports leader.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you
What's
can
up?
accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in
I got 'em
fitness
on ready.
wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
When you open the Bet Parks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the confidence and underdogs covering, the tension before a clutch turnover, and the pride of a parlay paying off. It's another chance to win big with all-day action. Plus, win your first $10 bet and get $125 in sports bonus bets. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you open the Bet Parks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the energy of being all in, the passion of a perfect parlay, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's another opportunity to win big every day of the week. Sign up for Bet Parks and get a welcome offer today. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Full app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Caesars Sportsbook right here in the Tropicana, Atlantic City. Getting ready for today's games, 1 o'clock games, and then, of course, the Eagles kick off at 4:25 up in Foxborough, Massachusetts against the Patriots. That's going to be a great game. We're down here at the Tropicana. You want to sign up for Caesars Rewards today to earn and redeem Atlantic City's best hotel stays, entertainment, nightlife experiences, and more at the Tropicana in Atlantic City. Head to the quarter this fall. Redeem your comps and top-tier dining, boutique shopping, ultimate IMAX experience in the largest screen in South Jersey, Carlin. I got to check that out. I probably feel like the Earth's moving, just like the Phillies moved the Earth last night after a devastating loss the night before. They got back. They righted the ship last night and won 8-4 against the Marlins. So now it's time to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers, reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser and help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. Let's go to the Toms River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome in former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Good morning to you, Greene. I'm doing well, especially after a Phillies win last night. How was your trip back home from Vegas last night? The friendly skies. Well, we're good. We're glad to have you back in the area. And Tommy Greene, I'll tell you what, I love this Phillies team. Like I told you last week and the weeks before, ever since that standing ovation, I'm a kinder, gentler fan now. I'm more patient with my Phillies. But Aaron Nola, man, what's wrong with that? Tommy, I mean, you see Schwartz hit another home run. You're up 2-0. You're all excited. And then the fourth inning rolls around, and it's a tough pill to swallow, especially coming down the stretch. This team, we need to see some good performances before the playoffs start out of our big three.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we talked about this, pretty much all season for us to be able to go in the playoffs and stuff like that. We have to be, kicking on some cylinders here at the end of the season. At least three of our guys in our rotation, pitching pretty good baseball. Last week was, you look at it, you had Wheeler and you had Sanchez that did well. The other three took knocks on the chin. So we got to figure out how to get that ship righted a little bit. So we got to. We don't want to be limping, and we got to be kind of going in a positive manner. Getting in is one thing, and that's all you want, but we got to be high to move forward. It's just like it's going to be a huge thing.
And of course, you don't want to look past the Marlins because we have the Braves coming in for 4 games, and I have 4 tickets to give away, courtesy of Pensauken Spine and Rehab. Come on down to the Tropicana, and we'll give you a pair of tickets or 4. We got a parking pass with that. How important. That's a really good deal. I want to thank Dominic Mariani for donating them. But Wheeler, Nola, who's going to be the third guy in the rotation, do you believe, Tommy Greene?
I mean, right now, I won't believe that Walter would step up here at the end and kind of start putting that pitch a little bit more consistent than he has. But the guy that really can possibly do it, and he showed his calm and coolness last year stuff, is Ranger. And I'm hoping these next few starts that he's able to solidify some things in his, get his mechanics, get his pitches right, like he wants to get back in sync again, because of the time he had to miss off a little bit. I'm hoping he can come aboard. I mean, he'll get back out like he did at the end last year.
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene every Sunday throughout the baseball season. We go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Tommy, last night, Castellanos gets moved to the 8-hole, and he produces right off. He produces right off the bat. I mean, he makes Robbie Thompson look like a genius.
You get pitched a little bit different, but he capitalized on some mistakes last night. And, I mean, is this in the right spot? He was due. The way I look at it, he was due kind of come out a little bit. So, I mean, it's like Topper said in his interview last night. You start talking about him and Nola. Look on the back of their cards. They'll figure it out a little bit. So, I mean, the numbers are there, overall. But sometimes you struggle a little bit. But it's all about coming out of it at the right time.
Hey, Tommy, it's Michael. Quick question for you. When you talk sports on the radio or you're on TV and you go, your friends see you or you're at a party, everybody thinks we know literally everything. We know who's going to win every game, who's going to score the points. Yeah, I know it's crazy. But my question to you, I always get back to people with, I rely on the players that we have on this team, especially on offense with hitting. Is it fair, the way that we've seen the pitching going up and down this year, that by the time we get to the playoffs, we better be winning games like 8-6, 6-4 kind of thing. Like I think we're going to give up runs, but I also think for us to move forward, we're going to have to score a good amount of runs. Is that fair?
Well, I mean, it's fair because sometimes you got, and then the old adage in baseball was sometimes you got to beat somebody 2-1, 1-0. Find some way to do it. But there's other times you got to out-hit them too. Because that's the way it goes. We're 9 men on the field, but it takes the T-E-A-M to win. It takes everybody. So everybody's got to pull their weight. We got to pitch when we need to pitch, and we got to hit when we need to hit. But the overall thing is not letting in any unearned runs, and making it harder for ourselves to do that. So we got to play great D. Solid D here at the end.
And I'll tell you what, with the Atlanta Braves coming in the town starting tomorrow night, you're talking to their offense. I mean, Tommy, Mike Carlin and I were just talking about this. You got 7 guys in their lineup with 20 home runs or more. They got 3 of the best pitchers in the league, with Strider leading the group. Charlie Morton, who is like he's rejuvenated his career. When he pitched for the Phillies, he wasn't that good. He goes to Atlanta, now he's pitching really well. The Braves are, I'll tell you what, I mean, we know what happened to them last year. We beat them, but it's going to be a different animal this year. Wow.
I'm so glad that he got the opportunity because he's a lifer in that organization. So he's got the opportunity to be where he's at, and he's done real well. But to be a good baseball team, you got to play good ball. So we got to start getting on the right track and hold our ground here, get in, be the first one, and then take care of the first round of the playoffs. And then we're good with the Braves after that. It's about us playing good ball. If we're getting in on a good note and we get into the next round, the NLCS against those guys, the next round against Atlanta, it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a positive note like that we're going in on.
Well, right now we're still we're 4 games up in the we're first place in the wild card race, but 4 games above. So look, coming down the stretch, it looks pretty good for the Phillies. But you got to, like you said,
we need that number 1 seed. Though.
Yeah,
Cubs are right behind us.
Yeah, Cubs are right on our tail. All right, Tommy Greene. As always, we really appreciate having you on every Sunday. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers, reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th Annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk, Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser and help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. Tommy Greene, as always, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next Sunday. There he is, Tommy Greene. All right, I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, if you have an interest in running one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Now, Mike Carlin, we're here at the Tropicana, the Caesars Sportsbook. You can see the crowd starting to build, but I'm excited for this whole day. Not just our show, but I'm going to hang out here all afternoon.
Absolutely. And, what's great about it? You're seeing people from all different teams.
Yeah, we got Patriots.
We got Patriots. I saw a Dallas guy go by. I saw a Washington Redskins guy go by. I saw Jets. They're all starting to pile in. They're getting ready. I'm looking at guys that are over at the kiosks. They're starting to get their bets going. Again, this is the place to be. If you're an NFL fan, this is where you want to be.
What kind of specials they got going on?
The one that caught my eye is the Root Tree. Okay, it's a Patron margarita tree. You ready? You get an original, a strawberry, a mango, and a jalapeno watermelon.
Wow.
4 of them.
4 of them in there.
Woo.
Come on down to the Tropicana in Atlantic City at the Sportsbook, the Caesars Sportsbook, right across from Chickies and Pete's. The crowd's starting to file in. Experience the best of the NFL season at Caesars Sportsbook in the Tropicana, Atlantic City. Bring your friends, grab a beer, and cheer your favorite teams. Now's the time to make the game plan and reserve your seats for the ultimate game day experience awaits you. Learn more at Caesars.com/AC. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here as we broadcast live from the Tropicana, Atlantic City. This is the Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Week 1 of primetime Sunday action is finally here with the New York Giants playing host to their NFC East rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Golick and I have the call from the Meadowlands as Saquon Barkley and the Giants square off against Micah Parsons and the Cowboys. Who gets the early division win? Join us to find out on Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 8 p.m.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling
Minute
problem?
30.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop.
What's up?
Or draftywindows.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? It's time to replace. Fog between the glass. Time to
Yeah,
replace.
that's why I asked you wanted to play the
Spending too much
fight song.
expensive energy that literally goes out the window. It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote.
That always
from By
happens where
Anderson,
people
the
can hear
company
it.
with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. Just text PLACE to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month. Text PLACE to 200-300 right
30
now.
seconds.
Text the word PLACE to 200-300. Don't wait, text PLACE to 200-300.
Hi, honey. Happy first day back at work. Can't wait to see you tonight. We are so proud of you.
All right, we got 20.
There are many reasons to start recovery. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, we are here to help. Call us. Our trained counselors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. Your recovery is within reach. Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Now, more of the Locker Room. Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tropicana, the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana here in Atlantic City. Come on down. Come on, see us. I have 4 tickets to give away for the Phillies tomorrow against the Braves. Come on down, say hi to us. We'll give you the tickets. We have
Absolutely.
I'll even throw a shirt in
And
and a parking pass for tomorrow night's Phillies game. Come on up and say hi to us, and we'll give you a pair of tickets or a 4-pack, depending upon the size of your crowd. All right, Paul, we got you.
Let's talk football.
Let's talk football now, because Paul, last year the Philadelphia Eagles had 70 sacks. That's outrageous. That's unbelievable. Can they duplicate that this year?
That's going to be tough. I mean, it's that's such a high number. I mean, it was just a few short of the NFL record.
I think Minnesota, and I think Minnesota did it, and the Bears in '84.
Correct. I mean, that's a lot of sacks in 1 year. Hopefully they can, because I'm always rooting for the team, and just to replicate that. It's just the one thing you have to understand is you can't just assume that everything's going to go just like last year. You lose a couple guys. You're playing a little bit harder schedule. It's an off schedule too. The NFL players love routine.
Right.
1 o'clock, wake up, have breakfast, take the bus over at 10 o'clock, get to the stadium, loosen up. Now it's 1, it's 4:30, it's Thursday night, it's Sunday night.
So you guys don't like it, everybody. I know, because when the schedule came out, all people that I know that go to the games are like,
I'm a 1 o'clock game
I mean,
guy.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
was
say, we
pissed
only
off.
have 3 1 o'clock games on the schedule, so that's a good point. They're creatures of habit. You guys like it to be like 1 o'clock.
No doubt. I mean, we really don't care when the schedule comes out who we're playing because we know kind of the teams
Right,
win.
but with the schedule,
Yeah, it's
times
just
of
the
the
times are the important
Right.
thing. And where we're playing, West Coast, East Coast, whatever it may be, the NFL players love routine.
Paul, let me ask you a quick question. After today's game, we play Thursday. How does that work with only a 4-day setup? I mean, do you practice at all, or is it all filmed?
No, because they're going to be. You bring the players in on Monday. You do your rehab. You're getting the lactic acid out from the game, and then Tuesdays.
Everybody's in the trainer's room.
In the training room. You don't really have time to go back to that tape, the New England tape, and correct it. You may pull.
It's in the past.
You may pull 10 plays that the defense, offense might have screwed up and say, "Hey, we got to get this fixed," but you can't show them the whole game. Tuesday's typically the player's day off. Well, now they're in,
Right.
and it's walkthrough. It's walkthrough Tuesday.
But they all know that the following week they're going to get a couple extra days off, right?
Yeah,
Fridays.
and most teams will do this. Most teams, coaching staffs wise, they'll have. Who do they have Thursday night?
Minnesota.
Okay,
at home.
Minnesota. So they had probably etched out 3 or 4 days in training camp to practice on Minnesota. You might have not have told the players it, but you're going to pull that tape up on Monday or Tuesday and say, guys, 2 weeks ago we gave you Minnesota's offense or defense, and here it is on tape. So you want to, because you're not going to have the time to do it.
I'll tell you what, the Philadelphia Eagles set a franchise record last year with 14 wins. That's going to be hard to duplicate, especially you just said, you made a good point, harder schedule, more difficult schedule, and the time change.
No one getting hurt.
And
we were lucky.
stay healthy.
They were very healthy last year. I think I looked at their schedule and I said 11. I set it at 11.
The over and under is 11 and a half. I think they're going to get 12 because I think that, I mean, the team has so much talent. You look on paper, I know looking on paper is a lot different than actually playing in the game.
Right.
I get that.
Right.
But on paper, this team's stacked with the, Howie Roseman just like reloaded like a college team, basically.
Right. And then there's no question they have the most talented roster in the league. That's known. And it's just like I said, it's the year-to-year thing, injury schedule. There's so many things. And we always tell the players, don't assume that, hey, because we won 14 last year, all of a sudden, you're in a dogfight, so it's you got to keep.
Another aspect of the Eagles that I think is a great thing to have is the leadership of the 4 guys that have been around for 11, 13, 14 years. And I'm talking about Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Lane Johnson, and Travis Kelce. How important is it for a team to have that type of leadership?
No, it's a big deal because what you have is your best players have to be your hardest workers, and they have those kind of guys. They have good veteran leadership. So when the young guys come in and those guys kind of graduate, they know what it's supposed to look like. They know what practice is supposed to look like, meetings are supposed to look like, and it just carries.
So they set
over.
the tempo.
No doubt.
And none of the young guys like the Kobe Dean or Jalen Carter, they see these guys working hard and they see their work ethic that kind of rubs off and rolls downhill.
Because if it has to come from the coaches all the time, it's a problem. It's got to come from the locker room and the older players and the veteran guys have been around for the younger players to see it.
You just named 4 guys.
I was going to say, for example, Fletcher Cox has been talking about how Jalen Carter has been coming to him every practice being like, how am I doing? What do I need to do better? And Fletcher's like, look, you got to keep the reps. Mm-hmm. He's like, you got to keep doing what you're doing. And it's Brandon Graham said all the younger players are coming to him asking him, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to get better? So the younger players are already starting to go to the veterans and looking for that leadership.
Right. You got to use those guys as resources because they've been through so much. They've been to Super Bowls. They won Super Bowls. They've won divisions. And, some of these guys in college, to be honest with you, have been coddled their whole life. Oh, I'm a 5-star guy. I went to Alabama. I went to Georgia.
It's funny you said that because actually the opposite, because the Georgia players are coming to Philly. They're like, we came from a militant Georgia program. They're like, this is almost like we're ready for this.
That's right.
We're ready for the NFL.
That's and again, it's depending on the program you're coming from, but most of these kids have never been
right. Most of them, yeah.
They've been coddled their whole life.
And Paul, also, it must make life easier for a coach when you have those type of players on your team that get more, the guys respond to them probably better than they do with the coaches.
No question, because you have certain players, and hey, if the practice is going a little sluggish, you pull them over the side. You make a little noise or something. Say, hey, we got to get this thing pumped up a little bit.
I'm telling you what, I'm pumped up. You're getting me pumped up for this game today. I can't wait. Like 4:25. I'm like, I wanted to go off at 1
o'clock.
But that'll give us a little time here at the sports book to have fun. And
Tropicana.
Come on down to the Tropicana. We're here at the Caesars Sports Book. They got huge televisions. I mean, they're just wall to wall. The game's going to be on
Drink
here.
Specials, food
Drink specials,
They
food
got
specials. Come on down. I'm giving away 2 pairs of tickets to the Phillies game tomorrow night against the Braves. Come on down and win the tickets. I'll even give you a
I smell some food coming, Billy.
I smell some food
coming.
On the other side, we got Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. He's going to check in with us for his keys to the game, brought to you by Blitz's Market, and, of course, then the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley,
20.
brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point. Come on down to the Tropicana in Atlantic City. We're broadcasting live till 12 noon. And get ready for NFL football right
10
here.
seconds.
It's the Locker with Billy Schwein and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
The 2023 Eagles season is here, and this is your radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 1 as the Eagles head to New England later today to take on the Patriots.
And then he sacked Brandon Graham.
Eagles radio network coverage begins at 3 p.m. Merrill and Mike call all the action starting at 4:25. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Can I get a weight reading on the cat in exam 3?
Zuri needs a new vet tech after their current one literally moved to a farm.
Snap-to-tail checkup is waiting.
But finding an ideal replacement takes some training.
This is like herding cats.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Schedule virtual interviews and talk to candidates right from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meanwhile, at the New Jersey Lottery Scratch-Offs Division.
Team, let's load up the truck to deliver these new loaded scratch-offs.
All right.
Loaded with $2,000 and $5,000 top prizes. $10,000 top prizes are loaded.
$20,000 loaded and ready to roll.
Now that's a truckload of more top prizes and more chances to win.
Play the new loaded Scratch-Offs. Anything can happen in Jersey. Easy on the turns, Jerry.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
One more rep. You got it. 10. Nice work. You're a beast. Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix Total T makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix, that's the testosterone booster TV ads with Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, right?
Yeah, the patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles to people?
Yes, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy. And as Frank says, she'll like it too.
I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
Just send a text. Text BELT to 231-231 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and
The name's Danny, but what's up?
Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner.
I sent him the StreamYard. He hasn't joined.
Text BELT to 231-231. That's BELT to 231-231. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal. Get a $50 gift card, good for Yori's Waterfront Restaurant in Wildwood, New Jersey for just $25. This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, this deal will sell quickly. For more information on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com. That's seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey. This is 97.3 ESPN, home of the Philadelphia Eagles. WENJ HD Millville, Atlantic City.
Red 83!
locker room. Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live inside the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook right here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We'll be here every weekend throughout the football season, all 18 weeks for NFL football. Mike Carlin, it's unbelievable.
Woo! And it just got a lot better.
And it just got a lot better because
better.
We're going to welcome in real quick the head chef, Jay. He's got some great food. They just rolled over. And Jay, what do you have here for us?
So from the Hash House today, we have a brown sugar banana pancake. We have a chicken Benedict and a chicken and waffle for you guys.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna be living large here, Jay. I really appreciate that, man. It looks delicious. Donna's also with us today, Donna, and you run this place. This is unbelievable.
Well, yes, I do. This is a s'mores mocha, and it is a hot chocolate, and we also have our kiwi watermelon and our BLT Marys.
Right on. That looks great.
Everything is grand. Everything is great. We're open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., and we serve breakfast and lunch.
This is.
Have your cameras ready.
They rolled out the red carpet for us, Carlin.
I'm looking at the portions here.
Yes, the
person that's never been to this restaurant, they better come hungry.
Yes, you better come hungry with an empty tummy because you're going to leave with a full tummy.
Everything looks, I mean, we could smell it when you were behind us in the last segment.
That's why you and Paul got up and darted behind them. Like, where'd they go?
We had to go look real quick. But, I mean, this looks absurd. I mean, just in a great way. We're ready to chow down.
It's absolutely amazing. Come down and see us down at Hash House.
All right, come on down to the Tropicana. There's Donna and Jay. Brought us some great food to eat while we're broadcasting and watching the games today. And
Bloody Mary.
Look at that Bloody Mary.
This reminds me of, when you watch College Game Day on Saturday when they bring all the barbecue out. This is what it feels like. I mean, she was. I know, it's unbelievable.
All right, now it's every Sunday throughout the football season. It's my pleasure to bring back once again for another season here in the locker room. We get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, brought to you by Blitz's Market, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off the 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Go say hi to Dave and Joe Newman. Let's go to the Toms River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome in Scott Grayson. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Bill. You guys are killing me hearing the description of that food.
You should listen.
He can smell it, Scott.
Scott, I'm not kidding. You should see this stuff we have here. It's unbelievable. Like, this is where you want to be to watch the games. They got all these huge TV screens. It's unbelievable. Better than being at the game.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And hey, it finally feels, when I'm on here with you guys, now it feels like football season.
I know. And we're so glad to have you back for another season, getting the keys to the game with Scott Grayson. Let's talk about the Eagles with the expectations so high, Scott. There's more pressure. Like Paul Guenther made a good point. Last year, everybody's worried about Jalen Hurts and what type of performance we're going to see out of him. Now we know, and our expectations are that much higher.
It's funny. I was talking to my son this morning about, we're just not used to being the hunted, right? Yeah. Philly fans are used to having to be counted out, right? We're used to being the underdogs. And so it's, it's a different place for fans to be, but I can tell you, being around the players a couple times in the last couple weeks, they're ready for this. They're focused. They understand there's a target on their backs and they don't care. And I think that's a great mentality to have. They have great leadership. They have great chemistry. I think it's going to be a really fun season to watch. And that's, sometimes it's like, we don't ever get nice things. Enjoy the nice things we have here this year, because this team is really loaded.
And, of course, last fall was a lot of fun. The Phillies went all the way to the World Series, and then The Eagles had such a great start last year. I anticipate and expect hope that we have the same outcome in the beginning of the season this year as we did last. But we talked about the lack of hitting, and Paul can address this. We talked about the lack of hitting in the preseason. The starters don't play, Scott, so they're not used to that fast-paced game. So this is, in effect, like a preseason game today. Yeah,
and for that reason, I expect, and really, it's I'll give you my first key to the game. It's you got to shake off the rust, and that's going to be one of the big things that you got to watch for in this first half, in my opinion. Like you said, the hitting, the timing of routes, the timing of getting off the ball at the right time, not jumping off sides too early, not getting a false start or jumping off sides on defense, and those kind of things are going to be interesting to see how they've prepared to be ready for that. And you've got some new faces, you got some new guys in positions that weren't there a year ago that are starters, and you got to blend together some of that. Now, for the most part, you got the key players are all back. They're used to each other. The timing with receivers and Jalen, that's shouldn't be a problem. But it is the hitting, it is the tackling, getting guys down to the ground. That is going to be interesting to watch in the first quarter to first half to see if these guys are ready for that.
We're talking with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson. He'll be with us throughout the whole football season. We look forward to that. We talked with Paul, Mike, and I had discussed about the leadership of this team. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Lane Johnson, and Kelsey. It's important. You've been around the team. How do they respond to these guys? I mean, they look up to them. The younger guys look up to these guys for advice and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt. The leadership on this team is extremely solid. And, and it's guys like, look, I mean, one of the big keys to this season could very well be the guy who fell to them in the draft in Jalen Carter. Well, why will Jalen Carter have a good year? It's going to be because of guys like Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelsey, for that matter. I mean, when Kelsey says this guy's a beast and I'm glad I don't have to block him in a game, like that resonates with me. That's saying something. And so the leadership that is there, they all follow Jalen Hurts, and for good reason. I mean, the guy is still the first. He got paid, right? He got his money. He's still the first one in the building, the last one to leave. I mean, there's no better leader for this team than him. And these guys, all, including the veterans, follow him. So yeah, leadership is solid. And I think it's why when they get into moments of adversity, they don't panic. They didn't do that last year. I don't expect them to do that this year. And it's because of that leadership and chemistry. So, look, it's going to be a great first test. You get Bill Belichick trying to figure out how to slow down this offense. I'm looking forward to seeing how he tries to do that, because it's going to be a giant task. And he alluded to that at times throughout the week. And sometimes you get Belichick coach speak. I think he was legit. I mean, I don't know how you really try to stop this offense.
So, Scott, it's Mike. First of all, good to see you again. Okay,
yeah.
We know, like you said, it's football season when we see each other. So all week I've had an idea of how I thought this game was going to play out, and you hit it right away about saying watch the first half, and like Billy said, preseason things just got to start clicking. And some games last year, if you remember, we weren't clicking until the second half. But a game like today, Paul brought some things to my head that I, as a football guy, he knows, and he was like, Mike, we got a new offensive coordinator. We got a new defensive coordinator. We got players that never got hurt last year. We had everything going our way. And then he looks at me and he goes, and Belichick had all summer to get ready for this game. That scared me. Now all of a sudden I went from sleeping good to not sleeping good to thinking we were going to have, a 3-touchdown lead and all that, to thinking this could go down to the last wire. So now I'm a little nervous now, to be honest with you.
Tell him to get a dog if he's nervous.
It's funny you said that, because, put yourself in Belichick's shoes, right? When you know what the coordinators are, what they have a track record of doing, then you can prepare a little bit easier for them. He doesn't really know what Brian Johnson's going to do. Yes, he has the film of last year to see what these guys did that was so successful. And the thing with Belichick that he has been a master at is he will find that one piece and say, if I take away this one piece, that team struggles. With this offense and this roster, I don't know what piece you try to take away. You're going to take away Dallas Goedert? Well, to do that, you're probably going to leave somebody one-on-one with either Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown, right? Okay, fine. Well, take away A.J. Brown. Well, now you're leaving Dallas Goedert open over the middle.
Right.
And then, you got DeAndre Swift coming out of the backfield who can catch a pass when you think you got everything else covered. You got Jalen Hurts who can take off and run to get 5 yards when you thought you had him in the backfield. I just don't know if you're Bill Belichick. Yeah, you had all summer, but just to have that time, how do you stop these guys with the best, in my opinion, the best offensive line in the league with 2 Hall of Famers right now? Like, yes, I am saying Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson should be Hall of Famers. How do you stop this offense? I think that, I get what you're saying, Mike, and I expect there to be. We'll get to it when I get to the prediction, but I think this game's going to be close at the half. I really do, and I think it's because of the rust and the getting used to everything with the Eagles breaking in 2 new coordinators. But the Patriots don't really know what this defense is going to do because Gannon didn't blitz a whole lot. We know that. Desai, I expect, is going to blitz more than Gannon, but that's really not saying much on that side of the ball. And then on the other side, like we said, I just think with this offense, you can sit back if you're the Eagles and take a couple of drives and say, go ahead and show me how you're going to try to stop us today, and we'll go exploit the weaknesses you're leaving.
All right, with that being said, Scott Grayson, now it's time for your 3 keys to the game for an Eagles victory today. Kickoff at 4:25 up there in Foxborough, Massachusetts against the Patriots.
Yeah, Tom Brady Day too, right? He'll be there.
Yeah.
I'd love for Brandon Graham to go up and just tell him, I got you. Hey, the keys today, got to shake off the rust. Got to be able to play with energy and fire throughout the game. If they do those 2 things, I think they definitely win this game. Third thing, I think this defense just has to get there and make Mac Jones uncomfortable as much as possible. And I think the Eagles have the horses to be able to do that. Those 3 things happen. There's no doubt in my mind they leave Foxborough with a win.
Scotty Grayson, as always, we appreciate your insight and look forward to it every single weekend throughout the season. And thank you so much. And let's go Birds.
Yeah, I go Birds. 27-10, by the way.
All right, 27-10 Eagles. All right, Scotty Grayson, as always, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
You got it, guys.
All right, the keys to the game with Scott Grayson is sponsored by Blitz's Market, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City, New Jersey. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is now available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off the 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Go say hi to Dave and Joe Newman. We're to remind people that for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Stanton Insurance Group. That's SIG Protection. Don't get burned this summer. Choose Stanton Insurance Group for better coverage than your sunscreen. Protecting families, homes, automobiles, and businesses in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for over 25 years, Stanton helps you select the right insurance company for the best combination of protection and service at a competitive rate. Get the insurance coverage you need today. Visit SIG Protection for a quote. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein and Mike Carlin as we broadcast live from the Tropicana in Atlantic City, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll recap the Eagles and the Patriots week number 1 and all the week 1 action. One thought, every game, Casey Joyner. Plus, don't forget the Phils, their weekend against the Marlins. And we'll get you ready for the big Phillies Braves series. That's all coming up Monday on The Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's sports leader.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Cookie wants to be a professional wrestler.
I'm Cookie Serratos, and I'm 11 years old.
She also wants to win all the medals. That's why Cookie and her family make every day count, squeezing out her best with Go-Go Squeeze.
Okay, Cookie, let's break for a Go-Go Squeeze.
Go-Go Squeeze fruit-on-the-go pouches are a nutritious snack made from 100% fruit with no sugar added.
Call Cookie!
Because when you nurture your kids, you squeeze out the best in them. Squeeze out the best with Go-Go Squeeze. Not a low-calorie food. Products range from 11 to 13 grams of sugar and 60 to 70 calories per serving.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal. Get a $50 gift card, good for Yori's Waterfront Restaurant in Wildwood, New Jersey for just $25. This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, this deal will sell quickly. For more information on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com. That's seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tropicana in Atlantic City at the Caesars Sportsbook. And it's starting to fill up. We got all kind of different jerseys we're looking at.
Look at those three
Steelers, 49ers. I saw Washington walk by. We got a whole.
Look at these names: Green, Bosa, Barkley,
Mean Joe Green jersey.
We got
showing
some
up there.
players here.
Hey, come on down and see us if you're in the area. Come on down to the Tropicana. I got four tickets to give away to the Phillies game tomorrow with a parking pass.
What parking?
Come on down. If you want the tickets, we'll give them away. Now,
Bill, you know there's a line of people doing.
Wait, already trying to get there.
This place is getting packed.
All right. Right now, let's go up to. Let's go talk to our good buddy Mark Grimes. He happens to be up in Foxborough, Massachusetts. He's going to the game. Let's go to the Tom's River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome in our good buddy Mark Grimes. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, man. We're here. You got hey Grimes. When you get back home, you got to come over here on a Sunday and spend some time with us here at the Sportsbook. It's phenomenal. So what are you seeing a lot of Eagles jerseys up there? You know, that's one thing I was going to say. That's one thing about our fans. They travel. Well. I mean, and Paul, we got Paul Guenther here with us. Paul, you got to know when you're in the stands, that's got to be pretty cool when you see like your fans going across the country to cheer for you.
Yeah, I was on both ends of that. In Cincinnati, the Steelers fans would fill half our stadium up. And then when I was with the Raiders fans come out of the ground. You could be anywhere, and they're everywhere. And when you see your fans are filling up an opposing stadium, it makes you feel real good coming out the tunnel. So
Grimesy, there's a big contingent of Eagles fans up there. I would imagine we're going to see the green.
Yeah. And 100%. One of the keys to the game is going to be tackling. The tackling in the NFL, particularly in the first 3 weeks of the season, is atrocious. And I think the best tackling team is going to win. And I really think New England's going to come in. It's going to be old school, two-back runs, powers, leads, and slow the game down and make Philly take away their pass rush, keep the quarterback in manageable third downs where he doesn't, they're not teeing off on him. But Philly's going to have to stop the run today.
And that's another thing, Grimes, the run. Paul talks about the run. They just got Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
He cut his hair. He took his earrings and all the, he looks like he's really.
Imagine if they used the clock.
If he's really serious, maybe turn the leaf over or something.
Mm-hmm. No question.
Grimesy, who do you have today?
Yeah, hey, that's when you go to the game and you have the season like they had last year. It's an easy pick, particularly when you look at their roster. I mean, the there's not many holes in it. Maybe safety, linebacker. Those are the major holes that stick out. And they got all their guys back on offense. They're tough to stop.
All right, Grimes, you give us your prediction. All right, a lot closer than Grayson said. All right, Grimesy, listen, enjoy yourself up there. Let's go, Birds, and we'll see you next week. There he is, our good buddy Mark Grimes. Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the fan. Do the players, do they feed off when the visiting team, when they travel, when fans travel, say, from Philadelphia to L.A. or Philadelphia to Seattle, and you see the number, the volume of people there, the players that resonate with
There's
the players?
no question. The thing you don't realize is somehow they find out what hotel you're staying
Yes,
at. So when the
yeah.
buses pull up to the hotel and there's a bunch of Eagles fans,
They're like rock stars.
hanging out outside the lobby, in the lobby, and they're cheering you when you're walking in, and it just.
Paul, be honest, not every team gets that, right?
I mean,
you've been around the league, so
you've
seen it from other perspectives.
I spent 2 years with the Redskins, 16 with the Bengals, 3 with the Raiders, 1 with the Vikings. So, the Bengals fans, when we were winning, they traveled. I mean, not maybe to the extent of the Raiders fans or even the Minnesota fans were pretty good about traveling. You would hear the Skull chants,
Right.
Stuff,
I know it's I had season tickets for many years.
Yeah.
At the Vet, and then of course the Lincoln Financial Field. The 3 teams that every time that I would note that the mental note would always be the Steelers, the Cowboys, but I think the Cowboys would always have a certain contingent that lived in our area.
They
and
just
the
come
Steelers,
out.
and the Redskins only because of the close proximity of them and the Giants.
Right. Yeah. And I would say this every time anytime we played Philly, whether it be in Cincinnati, wherever.
Right.
Oh man, these dang Eagles fans, man, they're infiltrating, and they go, they don't care. These people, I say, hey, trust me, I grew up in that area. I know exactly what they're like. Yeah.
So I know, Carlin, when I went down in 2004, when the Super Bowl was in Jacksonville,
yep,
we got down there to Jacksonville on a Wednesday, and there was nothing but a sea of green at the landing there. Everything was close proximity. All the activities were close together. It was all Eagles green. You remember, the Patriots had been winning, so their fans didn't show up until Friday. It's old hat for them. Eagles fans were there en masse on Wednesday of that week.
Eagles fans like a good party. Let's not get that confused.
All right,
right?
Paul, we're going to put you on the spot now. You ready? Because I know you're leaving pretty soon. He's a busy man. Tell me what you think the keys to this game is, and tell me how you think this game's going to play out.
Okay, offensively for the Eagles, they're going to have to hit. They're going to have to hit. What they're going to come out, they're going to do is they're going to have 3 or 4 formations. They really want to see how New England lines up. Once they figure that out after the first couple of series, they got to make adjustments. I'm not saying halftime adjustments are the biggest overrated thing because you get about 2 minutes in the locker room with the players. That halftime.
So what do the coaches do? Like when you go
literally, just so the fans out there know, when you get done halftime, you go in the players, you may have to use the restroom, get an IV, whatever. You meet as a staff real quick. Hey, here's where we got to hit. And I'll say, hey, these are the next couple calls coming out. But we got to get this play fixed, and that play fixed, okay? And then you're out.
Because the coaches up in the booth can pinpoint exactly.
The coaches in the booth are sprinting down to the locker.
That's quick. Yeah.
And it's like you have to hit it, and you may have a second half game plan that's already been done prior to halftime. Right. And that, to me, that's where the good teams, like Bill's going to have a game plan for the Eagles, and maybe a first half game plan and a second half game plan, because eventually they're going to pick out what you're doing.
That's interesting to say that halftime adjustments are overrated.
You don't have time
because as a football fan, I played football in college, obviously a lot different than pros, but you would have adjustments that were you could see that. But it's not that way in the NFL.
It's so fast. It's so fast. People always say halftime adjustments. You barely have time to you barely have time to go to the bathroom and hit all the stuff you need to hit.
Except for in the Super Bowl, then they get that extended.
That's exactly right.
All right, Paul. What player are you going to look for defensively? Since you're a defensive coordinator, what player do you think is going to have a monster game today for the Eagles, or who do you expect to have a big game?
Well, I tell you, both linebackers have to play good. I'm saying to you, they're going to come downhill at them. The D line's got to play blocks. They can't rush up the field. When the time calls and it's third and whatever passing situations, then you can go. But they're going to challenge you. They're going to run powers, kickouts. You'll see whams where the guy comes in motion, whams the nose guard.
Right.
They're going to go after the young rookie. I'm sure when he's in there on the D line. So he's going to have a plan.
Are you worried about Nakobe Dean's size? I mean, when you're going when these 325-pound offensive linemen are coming straight at you, you got to shed that block and make a tackle.
I'm telling you right now, this game will be a huge tell on that. He's going to go. I promise you. I know we had smaller linebackers in Cincinnati. We knew we were getting downhill runs. They got a fullback, boom, boom, and nobody plays like that anymore. So,
all right, Paul, can you give us a score? You allowed to do that?
Sure. I won't give a score. I think it's going to be a tight game through the middle of the fourth quarter. The Eagles pull away.
So Grimes, you said 24-21. So you're inclined to agree with him,
right in there. Yeah, I just think the Eagles have too much talent where they're going to spring a long one, but look for a kickoff return or a punt return or a block kick somewhere in the line to change the course of this game.
All right, Paul. Listen, man. We really appreciate you coming over here. I know that's great inside football. We really appreciate having you here at the Tropicana, kick off our first weekend here, and we'll be here all 18 weeks, and we'd love to have you come back.
Be awesome. Great place here.
All right, man. There he is. Paul Guenther, longtime NFL defensive coordinator. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. Get yourself ready for the Eagles game this afternoon. Stop by Circle Liquors. Want to remind people, if you're looking to buy, sell, or rent a house at the shore, call John McCann, broker, owner of McCann Realtors in Seattle City. Put his 38 years of experience to work for you as a real estate broker and certified general real estate appraiser. John has the knowledge, integrity, expertise, and dedication you want and need. Call him at 609-263-7422 or visit McCannRealtors.com. Stop by the office at 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle City and meet with John and discover the McCann difference. All right, we are in the middle of our show here at the Tropicana Caesars Sportsbook. Come on down, say hi. We got 4 Phillies tickets to give away for tomorrow's game. If you come on down, you can pick them up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Week 1 of primetime Sunday action is finally here with the New York Giants playing host to their NFC East rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Golick and I have the call from the Meadowlands as Saquon Barkley and the Giants square off against Micah Parsons and the Cowboys. Who gets the early division win? Join us to find out on Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football on 7-3 begins at 8 p.m.
Presents The Unstoppables. those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's the train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lanigan, again and again. Call Lanigan, and again.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
School on! Save on!
Back to school is on, and Staples has great prices on everything you need for your best year yet. Save on headphones and laptops. Save on notebooks, pens, and all the essentials. Priced low and still in stock. And right now at Staples, 24-pack Crayola crayons and comp books are only 50 cents each. Plus, select notebooks are just 35 cents each. School on, save on at Staples, where school savings are always in session. Ends 9/16. In-store only, limit 30.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Now for a limited time, it's buy one, get one free snow crab legs every Tuesday and Wednesday. Buy one, get one free and enjoy the sweet, delicate flavor of snowy white crab meat. Pair it with one of our handcrafted cocktails like the Stoli Vanilla Creamsicle or the Bourbon Peach Sweet Tea. Top it off with Chicky and Pete's world famous crab fries. Buy
If
one,
you want me
get
to,
one
I got it
free
queued
snow
up.
Crab legs every Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, I'll play it out of the break.
Time. Restrictions apply only at Chicky.
Brian got me. You did an impersonation when he answered the phone. I was like, who the hell is
Chicky
this?
and Pete's, and we are prouder than ever to partner with the Philadelphia Eagles. Chicky and Pete's has been named the official sports bar of the Philadelphia Eagles, and we continue to serve as the official caterer of both Eagles training camp and the official caterer of the First Trust Bank Club at Lincoln Financial Field. Go where the players go. The official sports bar of the Philadelphia Eagles, Chickies and Pete's.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live inside the Caesars Sportsbook of the Tropicana, Atlantic City. Mike Carlin, man, this place is jumping.
Drop everything you're doing.
Drop everything. Get over here and come
get
see
over
us.
here.
The food's phenomenal.
The food is unbelievable.
Chef Jay, he took care of
Chef Jay really took care. I mean, we have waffles, chicken and waffles. We have a pancake. The pancake, I've never seen anything that size.
We got a line over here. People trying to get their bets in. That's great. I love it.
It's getting crowded.
This is a great atmosphere to watch football.
I'm drinking a rum Coke, which I love rum.
Right. Hey, I want to remind people to sign up now for Caesars Rewards today to earn and redeem Atlantic City's best hotel stays, entertainment, nightlife experiences, more and more at the Tropicana, Atlantic City. Head to the quarter this fall and redeem your comps in top-tier dining, boutique shopping, ultimate IMAX experience featuring the largest screen in South Jersey right here at the Tropicana. Now, let's welcome back into the locker room for another football season because we're all playing fantasy football, and A lot of people play it as well. Let's go to the Toms River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley, which is brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, serving lunch and dinner and spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wigs. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com. Call for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. Good morning, Brian Hartley.
Too late.
Hey, Brian, I don't know if you've been here inside of the Tropicana at the sports book. You should see it's buzzing already, and we get people wearing all kind of jerseys. Guys, Cowboys, 49ers, Steelers,
Raiders.
I mean, you wouldn't believe it. It's pretty cool. This is a cool atmosphere. All right, now the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, will have every Sunday. We had our draft, the ESPN draft. Josh Hennig is the commissioner. And I let me just give you a rundown of my team. I got Joe Burrow. I got Pacheco.
Because Brian, everything is about Billy.
Well, I want the guru. No, I took 2 or 3 Eagles this year. That was it. Burrow, Pacheco, Cook from Buffalo, Ayuk. San Francisco is my running back wide receiver. I got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I got Gesicki. How do you say his name from the
Mike Gesicki from Southern Regional, by the way.
Southern Jersey boy.
South Jersey guy.
I got
also he was a very good basketball player in high school. I should remember.
Volleyball. You know,
and volleyball.
Volleyball. He's great.
I just remember him dunking all over Atlantic City in high school. So.
Montgomery from Detroit. I got the San Francisco 49ers defense, and Sanders is my kicker down there in Miami. You look at these rosters. Give me some of the big plays this year. Who do you think is going to have a big year, Brian?
Yeah, it's really tough this year. You know, a lot of the running backs, people were really high on Jameer Gibbs, and down in Atlanta. You know, it's tough though because again, they're rookies. They haven't proven anything. Gibbs, we thought was going to have an impact the other night, and Montgomery kind of stole the show. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out going forward. I mean, people were going really high on that. He was top 5 running back this year. Now, obviously, with Jonathan Taylor being, in this situation, that kind of helped push the board up a little bit. But, that team's going to struggle to score, so I have a hard time taking them because, they can't really throw the ball. Brad is bitter quarterback. They're just going to do everything a lot. So, unless they have a lot of balls to the outfield, I think you could be limited. He is explosive. He could be one of those guys that, got him to out early, and that's a great season, but it's a stretch. These guys are injured last week. I mean, Christian Watson, didn't play. He's not going out. So there's going to be guys that are going to be in the lineup this week that maybe you weren't thinking you drafted, you weren't thinking I'm going to have to play them this week. But there are high-profile injuries, and there are injuries that could linger. And we always know there's going to be guys that go down week 1. If you're going to lose, okay, the week to lose is week 1. Because you want to get that waiver wire, you want to get that top waiver wire, pick somebody that wasn't drafted, that now all of a sudden has a big game, and maybe you weren't sure what their role was going to be, and now you can peek in there and you can get them for the rest of the season. And that's really a big thing. Losing week 1 sometimes isn't the worst thing in the world for me.
We're talking with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. We'll do it every Sunday throughout the football season, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant at Summers Point. Hey, Guru, one thing I've learned over the last couple of years of playing fantasy football, you really have to be aware of the waiver wire. I mean, I can't tell you how many – it's been 4 years in a row now that after the first couple of weeks I got so many injuries to deal with, my head's spinning.
kind of forces you to maybe make a move earlier in the week. And, there's always guys that, hey, all right, this guy's been here to he might not be available. You got to look maybe who's his backup and maybe try to pick him up earlier in the week so that way at least if he doesn't play differently. This guy, where you're hoping on somebody else gets signed up on another team you don't have it. He is a nonstop 24-hour day. I mean, there are guys that we wake up first thing Tuesday morning. So much trying to get their fifth thing, while they're available. But it was Sunday night. A lot of the guys were backed up with that hurt. And unfortunately, it's just the nature of the game. It is extremely important for a winning season for teams because the injuries are going to happen. So you have to be really, really on it to make sure you got it. And listen, you're not always going to get the guys you want. If you're not a red flag, you're going to stop and run. And that means you're going to be different types of wide receivers. So you have to be patient with multiple guys and add stuff throughout the season. That's always key to fantasy football. If you say this is the team you drafted, they're all going to be helpful all season long. It ain't going to happen. So that obviously requires all the time. And you got to look for guys that, hey, maybe that is maybe a rookie or maybe something exception, but you think might come along, something like that, might try to make a push for a starting role. You got to think about that now and try to add them.
And I had to before I even kicked off, I had the Darren Waller from the Giants, the new tight end that they just brought in. They had high expectations for him, and he's already hurt. Yeah. All right, Guru, give us your picks, your plays for week 1 in the NFL. There you go.
I really don't need to bring other guys. I think already. Again, they're not going to be able to move the ball. They can't throw the ball. Washington's going to be able to, I think, get a touchdown. They would even two today on the defensive side of the ball. Those are my picks for week 1 of the 2024 NFL.
All right, Guru, one last thing. Give us your prediction for today's Eagles game.
I have gone Eagles 34-17. I don't think it's ever really a contest. I think the Eagles get out of the gate right off the bat. And, we're going to be excited to watch that game and listen to a beer boardwalk. So everybody's excited, and we're hoping for a repeat of last year with one more win at the end of the season.
Hey, Brian, by the way, you mentioned that Billy's team is always full of Eagles. His first 2 picks in his draft this year, at number 4, A.J. Brown, and his second-round pick, Devonta Smith. So that says all you need to know.
I'm pulling for my team, Carlin. You think I want to cheer for somebody else? I have
Do
a
you
hard
want to
time
put money
doing
in your
it.
pocket, or you want to cheer for
I'm
your
doing
team?
it for fun. I like the
All
bird.
right.
I want the birds, baby. All right, Guru. As always, we appreciate it. Look forward to this whole season with you, all 18 weeks of the regular season plus playoffs, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks. All right, there's my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, New Jersey, serving lunch and dinner with spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out their full menu at charliesbar.com. Call for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the Shore since 44. I want to remind people that for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need for the big game. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. We just want to remind people that everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call a Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and seeing it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. What do you got, Mike?
I got some great stuff going on from Caesars here Sportsbook. This season, the Caesars Sportsbook is offering more ways to bet more than ever, with more props, bigger some game day parlays, and play-by-play betting, all which are available on the kiosks right here at Trop AC, making it the best place to bet and watch. And Billy, this food behind us just smells so good. The drinks are good. It is getting crowded here.
Look at this place.
We are getting ready for the 1 o'clock game here.
I can feel the juice
Come
right now.
on down.
All right. When we return, we're going to wrap it up. But we're here at the Sportsbook, Caesars Sportsbook at the Tropicana in Atlantic City. Come on down. I have 4 tickets for tomorrow's Phillies game against the Braves. So if you come on up to the table here, we'll see if we can get you hooked up with the tickets. Come on down and claim. I got 4 Phillies
and parking,
Braves, and a parking pass. Come on down. All right, you're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The 2023 Eagles season is here, and this is your radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 1 as the Eagles head to New England later today to take on the Patriots.
And then he sacked Brandon Graham.
Eagles radio network coverage begins at 3 p.m. Maryland Mike call all the action starting at 4:25. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number 1.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running.
So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
1 minute.
The power's out at our house. Coffee table. But since my family has storm-ready Wi-Fi from Xfinity, they can stream and game like usual on all their devices all over the house. Oh, who moved the couch? So everybody stays connected while I just try to find a seat in the dark. Oh, cactus? Can I get a little help over here?
Yeah, bro. Just let me finish this boss battle.
Sure.
30 seconds.
Go ahead. Medic!
Get fast, reliable Xfinity internet with storm-ready Wi-Fi so you can stay connected for up to 4 hours through power outages. Only from Xfinity. Plus, save up to $20 a month over Verizon. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Storm-ready
10
Wi-Fi
seconds.
limited to customers within range of 4G LTE cellular signal. Speeds reduced to 30/7 megabits per second. Actual speeds vary. Learn more at Xfinity.com/stormready. Savings compares Xfinity Gig to Verizon Fios Gig.
Free ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Caesars Sportsbook right here inside the Tropicana in Atlantic City, Carlin. Look, you got your food over there. You're looking good right there with that big
I had
setup.
to try a little pancake.
Oh, my God. Hey, we have two winners. We have Jack from Florida and Pooh from PA. They just they came down and picked up the Phillies tickets. Jack, you said you're not you a Phillies fan? He's and then Pooh, you're a Braves fan. Well, you're gonna go see the Braves.
Yeah.
but I hope you lose. All right. Want to congratulate Jack and Pooh. We'll be sending email and their tickets to them right after the show. And guys, enjoy the game. We appreciate you guys coming up and grab the tickets. All right. It's time for our predictions here for today's Eagles game.
Want me to lead off?
425. Let's give us your prediction.
So I'm going to tell you, I got a player that's going to win. I'm going to give you something for the year.
Okay.
So I think Marcus is going to come off the bench and win a huge game for us. Remember,
Marcus Mariota?
Yeah.
All right.
There's going to be a game.
I
mean a big game, like a Buffalo game when we play Buffalo or something. It's going to be a meaningful
game. So you're
game.
suggesting that Jalen Hurts is going to get hurt?
Or it'll knock him out or something, or he's sick, whatever. That's one key.
Right.
The other key is Josh Sweat is going to lead the team in sacks.
Okay.
That's what I'm predicting
All
there.
right.
I'm looking at a season of 12-5. Only if they have to, and 11-6. Only if the Giants game doesn't mean anything at the end of the year.
Right. Because they'll probably be resting their starters.
And today's game, I'm going with 20-13 Eagles.
Low scoring
but I
contest,
think it's going to be very close. And I'm telling you, like what Paul said, I think with the new offense coordinator, new defense coordinator, players that didn't get hurt last year could get hurt. First game of the year, and Belichick does scare the hell out of me. I think he's going to keep it close till halftime, and we'll pull away maybe by touchdown.
All right, I'm going to give my prediction. Well, you want to go next, Josh? You go next.
Sure. So this is the pick I gave out on game night on 97.3 ESPN on Friday. So I'm going 28-17 Eagles. I think it's going to be close in the first half, and the second half they'll pull away. I'm like Carlin. I think Belichick's got something up his sleeve. It's going to make this game interesting. He's probably going to run the ball a lot. You'll play a little keep away from the Eagles. So my thinking is that the Eagles will pull away in the second half once they've kind of gotten their legs back under them. Because remember, nobody played in the entire preseason.
Exactly. And like Paul Guenther said, we had Paul here, and Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News said, you got to knock off the rust. I just they haven't played. And
remember what happened last year in Detroit?
Right. Dave Clemick even said it yesterday on the program.
Mm-hmm.
He played for the Chiefs. He knows.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little while. These guys don't play in the preseason.
And games last year when we were in the middle of the season and we were doing great, but we weren't doing good to the second half already.
The second half,
This is the first game.
All right, my prediction is I'm going to think it's going to be a close game, but I'm inclined to think it's going to be a little bit of a I don't want to say high-scoring game, but you're going to see some points put on the board. I say it's going to be 28-20. The Eagles beat the Patriots 28-20, and it's going to be a fun game. I think A.J. Brown he's going to be on fire today. I think he and Hurts are going to hook up for a couple TDs, and they're going to look like I think the offense, from my perspective, the offense is going to play much better in the beginning of the season. I think it's going to take a little while for the defense to gel. You remember they got all these new faces on defense, and it's going to take a little while. Now, as far as Bill Belichick goes, I don't know. You guys seem to be scared about Bill Belichick because of his reputation, but you got to have the horses. And I just look at their depth chart.
But it's not always about the horses.
No,
Sometimes you can have a good
schemes.
game plan.
Schemes.
You know, for example, if the Patriots come out against the Eagles defense with a 2 tight end and run the ball, doesn't matter if the Patriots don't have the horses. What matters is you're keeping the ball away from Jalen Hurts.
Right. I just think that the players determine the outcome.
That's why I said that the second half they'll pull away.
There you go, Josh. Carlin.
Woo, did this go quick?
I'm hanging out here all day.
Oh, yeah?
I got a room.
I'm not going nowhere.
I'm staying right here. The food, the drinks. They got 6 12-ounce bottles of Miller Lite in a bucket, $36 while you're watching all the games of these big screen TVs. Unbelievable. I want to thank Tommy Greene for checking in. I want to thank Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. And, of course, my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Carlin, excellent job today. Thank you so much. Josh, as always, you did a great job producing here on site. Danny Ryan back in the studio. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. We got the Phillies at 105. We have NFL football kicking off at 105, and the Eagles
10
at
seconds.
425. You want to support the Birds today? Come on down and see us at the Tropicana right here in Atlantic City, and I'll see you next week, everybody.
The preceding program was paid for by the